Me I run from lions and tigers and bears and crocodiles. You know what's Australia? I hear them there. Oh my God. Okay, so obviously I was joking, right? Because of the stigma that's attached to Australia. Once you tell people that you're in Australia, they're telling you to be aware of spiders and whatever. I don't know why I'm doing this video when my neighbor decides to wash his roof. But anyways, let's chit chat, okay? I gotta do it when I'm inspired and when I'm in the mood. So basically this video is to chit chat a little bit about why I came to Australia, how I came to Australia, and yeah, other things. By the way, we are on TikTok, and yeah, I'm just doing TikTok as fun. So One Big Irie Family 8 is the name of it, or some, if you type in One Big Irie Family, you should be able to find it. If you can make somebody laugh, like for me, if even one person smile or laugh, it's a blessing for me. That's just my calling. Hold on, it's cold in Australia and I know it going cold already. My eyes them start run water. Stop the video, yeah, man, till the man they finish, you know. Let us go check if the man is finished so we can chat. Make we see. I'm gonna see him look like it, yeah, him finish. I might go to so go sit down and chat right on that block there. Yeah, I go there. Alright, lo and behold, the man is not finished, so I'm just gonna stay inside. Plus, afraid of spiders. Like, I haven't seen any spiders or anything, any wildlife. The most I've seen so far since I came here is some kangaroos, and it's not the friendly kangaroos, it's the wild ones down in the outback. And yeah, I got a little video of them. I'm gonna show you. But the moment I started moving towards them, they ran away, because people usually run them away, I guess, because them so dangerous. They always mash up people's car, like, and they eat the farmers produce. The farmers want the grass and stuff for their goats and sheep. That's what I was told. So I will be going to a zoo where I can see the nice clean kangaroo them, and them can come around me and stuff, but I still hear that they're a little bit dangerous. I don't know, we'll see. But I haven't seen anything to be frightened about. I haven't seen any snakes. Anyways, let me tell you how I got interested in visiting Australia. My best friend, as you guys have heard me talk about more than once, yeah. Let me see if this will give me more light. Yeah, I'm coming at the light. I don't know why I'm talking to you guys in the dark. Sorry, I wanted to go outside. So anyways, my best friend came to Australia, right? She came to study back in 2014, 2015. Girl, fine, spooky. Me I tell you no, yeah. Find nice good up Australian man and thing and get married, you know? Yeah. Get married, move come Australia. So me and I used to go church together, and we did everything basically together, like sing on the praise team, sing on the choir, we serve in the youth ministry together. When we go up on church missions, we stay our house. So I can imagine when she come on Australia, me say, I was grieving, honestly. I was like, you know, all right, there were times when I would leave her, like I stay over her house, and she want to sleep, and I come talk about she don't feel well. Oh, I'll kill me for that video, yeah. But seriously, she want to sleep longer. So me say, me go and leave her. So I usually just leave her and go to church. But what I usually see her come through the door, you know, a few hours after. But when she left for Australia, I was looking for her to come through the door. Like, you know, grieving, it's real. Like, it is a process. You're in denial, then you're angry, then it's just like when somebody dies. But of course, you know, she's not dead, but she's not there physically. So I look for she come through the door, she not come through the door. So me tell the pastor, say, really and truly, me can't stay at the church, because honestly, like the spot where she usually sing beside me and stuff like that is empty. I felt empty. And yeah, I do have sisters, but she's like my sister. She's one of my sisters, right? Anyways, I said to her, okay, well, there will be Olympics 2020 in Japan. So let's meet up in Japan. And you know my story. If you haven't heard or know anything about my living in Japan, just scroll down to the older videos and I can link some in the description as well. And I was like, okay, going to Japan is a bit easier than coming to Australia to work like that. It was quite a simple process for me. Actually, I got through to 2 programs, the JET program, and I got through with Interact. I went to Japan. I was like, okay, I can go and work and thing. And we'll meet up at Olympics 2020. My girl got a baby. So, and you know, all the whole thing with 2020 happened. So, no Olympics never really go on. We just got the rings and take 2 pictures and stuff. There weren't any spectators. You don't know the whole thing we're going. What did happen in the world? What did happen? It still happen? No, because right now, anyways, don't know. That one, no meet up, no go on. So we say, okay, we must find a way to meet up somewhere somehow, because now that she has a family, it's harder for her to travel. Me, single, disengaged, free, I can go anywhere in the world. I can do anything. I go and enjoy my single season because it won't last for too long. Hey, glory, speaking into being. Anyways, so we started looking into the process of coming to Australia. As I've said before, the process of working, like you can get sponsored by companies to work, but it's not as easy because it's not like Japan looking for English teachers. You know, you have to have certain occupations that they're looking for. Point system, if you know anything about the Canadian system, is kind of similar. Immigration. So that wasn't even on the table. Like, I was like, okay, we need to visit. But then Australia's borders were closed to visitors. Then we started looking into it. I thought I would be visiting next year, which is 2023. But apparently God had different plans. He said 2022, you need to go. And I came just in time for my nephew's 1-year-old party and my niece's 3-year-old birthday. So those were significant milestones I'm glad that I was able to be a part of. I hope my neighbor is not too noisy because I don't know how long it's going to last, and I need to do a video while I'm inspired and when the story is bubbling in me. That's how I do my story them. If I just do it because of doing its sake, it not gonna come off nice. You understand? Anyways. Oh, by the way, let me just pause and big up all the new Irie family members. Big up on no nice clean self. Thank you for joining the Irie family. Me see you know. My little funny short videos are rolling in, people, and that is really my personality. Okay, so I did say it's a chit chat, so sorry if I paused the story to tell you some things in between, right? Yeah, so that's really me, right? I was kind of in a quandary about how I'm gonna do the channel even after a year. Been struggling with the growth process and all of that. I am not going to say I wasn't being my authentic self, because my vlogs and stuff, I really put myself into it, my personality. But me as an individual, like, yeah, I love the joke. I'm dramatic, as you can see. Yeah, just, I have a simple side. And I know that many persons will probably look at my other channel and think, is she bipolar? No, I just have a simple side. And when that channel gets to like 1 million subscribers or even 500,000, I know people are gonna be like, let's tell you the truth about this simple extrovert. She's not so simple after all. She has another channel called One Big Irie Family. She does drama. Look at this. And people are going to do reaction videos and they're going to be like, simple extrovert is not so simple. You know, when people want to get traction off of your success or your fame. So I'm thinking like, I'm putting it out there. I'm not pretending. And I just have two sides of me, okay? The bubbly side and the simple side. And I'm actually really, really very simple at heart. And I would live in the countryside. But I lived in the countryside in Japan, duh. And I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Big up on yourself. Thank you for joining the Irie family. So this is me, and yeah, regarding how I wanted the channel to run, I was like, I'm in a quandary. I really don't know, because I was posting vlogs about Japan, because of course I live in Japan, so I have to post what about the country that I live in, and then this and that, and then YouTube want you to have like a special niche. Like if it is finance, it's finance. I'm like, okay, well, it's like whatever. If nobody don't want to subscribe, that's it. May I do it for the love, may I do it for the likes, do it for the... Yeah. So I am feeling so happy about my short videos, which is why I joined TikTok, because because that is where I really do get my real self out there with my little snippets. All right, a snippet of me. So if you join the channel because of that, don't be disappointed. You will get that. And I realize that people love when I tell a story. I'm a very good storyteller. After all, I'm an author. Did you buy my book? Have you bought my book, One Big Irie Family? Have you bought it yet? So there are 3 books on Amazon under the One Big Irie Family theme. There is the Irie coloring book, there is an Irie puzzle book, and of course One Big Irie Family novel. This video is sponsored by One Big Irie Family. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, so back to the story of Australia. Where was I? Yes, I was closer to Australia. I was like, okay, we can, we're better able to save and come and look fair and all of them look nice things there. I remember where I was. Yes, so then I was say, all right, we can go for the visitors visa, because I'll come and visit you this year, because with what all that's happening in the world, we don't know when things are gonna lock off again. You see, I take me by surprise. Mighty God, take me by surprise. So I say, you know what? We need to make hay while the sun shines. So while it is that places are open and whatever, which in a way, Australia still wasn't open, but the Lord spoke to me. And he said, get yourself ready to apply for your visa. Basically, there is more to this story, and I will tell you in due time. But the synopsis, I started putting my stuff together before the borders were opened. So by the time the borders were open, boom, bam, bang, and I got the visa in 3 days. All right, the process. As a Jamaican, we're not exempted from the visa process. So if you're living in Japan or some other countries that have like an agreement with Australia, then you can just apply for what they call an e-visa online. You get it in 48 hours, okay? Okay, we don't have that privilege, all right? So I had to provide a lot of supporting documents. Of course, if you've applied for a visa before, you know that the embassy, they're looking for the fact that you will return to your country. You're not going to run off and put strain on them system because you don't have no job and you're fugitive. You run away. Right? So you have to put supporting evidence of your job. So for that, I used my pay slips, of course, my job letter, and financial backing. I put my bank statement to show that I'm able to afford my trip. If you are not, maybe you're not working and you cannot afford it, or the money that you have in the bank is not sufficient. It's not really what they're looking for, which there's no hard and fast rule for it. It's just that you want to have sufficient, depending on how long you plan to stay and where you plan to stay. So Google might give you a figure, but there is really no hard and fast rule on that. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, say for example, the person that you're visiting will give you housing facility and will take care of maybe your airfare. Then the embassy won't penalize you for not having sufficient to cover the airfare and the accommodation because you're being sponsored. But then if that person is providing you with such support, they need to provide documentation. Because I went to England, I was sponsored. I didn't have much money. I was going to university. It's kind of similar process. I was going to university. I was employed full-time, but still didn't have enough money. And I had loan, and I showed them that I had a loan, which is kind of like an attachment to my company, to my country. Ties to my country. And because the person who I was staying with or who sponsored me was sufficiently able to afford my stay, show them their payslip, their bank statement, everything, and say, okay, they're gonna take care of me, I got the visa. So it's the same thing, right? Of course, I also provided them with an itinerary, so I made sure to meticulously list the places that I'll be visiting, and I've visited some of them already, like the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Those are like iconic places and heritage sites, you know. And because of course you're coming as a tourist, and it is about you spending into their economy, right? Yeah, so on top of that, they had a slot to provide, I think 60 something attachments, and I attached 60 something because I wanted to just cover every area. So I should have brought my notebook. Well, let me see if I can remember. So I got a letter of invitation from my friend for her party, and because she was in lockdown and had baby and stuff, she really needed to have that level of support from a family and stuff like that. So that's how we worded it, and it's true, and that's how we did it. And I submitted the application, and they told me that they couldn't tell me exactly when I would get a response because many persons are in the queue, people are waiting. I have been waiting to get their visa when the borders are open. That's literally what they put on the website and what they emailed to me, but I got the visa in 3 days. All right, so yeah, God did tell me that it was going to be granted in a week or less, and that's another story for another time. But if you have any more questions or anything concerning supporting documents, just let me know. They also want to know if you've traveled outside of your country and if you've had any visa and any visa refusals, you know, the regular stuff that they ask you. So of course I had a visa to the UK because I was going to go to England in December for Christmas, but because of the whole thing went up again, so I figured they probably said, if UK get a visa, then what says we, you understand me? But anyway, you can let me on Instagram privately or whatever if you want to talk privately. One Big Irie Family, Facebook One Big Irie Family, and let me know where, you know, let me know if you have any further queries or anything that you'd like to know. Anything that I can share, I will share. Anything I wish to share, I will share. All right. Okay, so I think that's basically it. I already do a video about the traveling and the process involved with the, you know, but things change every day, and right now a lot of the rules are being removed or changed because I don't know what one, you know, because right here, so it's like it's becoming the norm again for the people not to be wearing masks and things like that. So yeah, I'm just there, go and take it easy, isn't me keep on up to date. Okay, so I think that's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Okay, when I come in and I like a chit chat slash update slash whatever you want to call it, you don't know, a little more.